Well, good morning, everyone. It's another cloudy, cool day today. Right now, I'm filming obviously on my Canon T6I with my 10 to 18mm lens. You can tell how wide it is. And you're probably thinking that the audio quality sounds a lot better than before. Well, because I have the Rode Video mic. Today, I'm going to be vlogging with both cameras so I can compare them. So I'll be comparing the Canon T6I along with my G7X Mark II. So I'll vlog with both of them, and every time I do a shot or something, I'll tell you which one I'm using, so you know which one's which. They're not confused. So, but yeah, I'll be vlogging with them at the same settings, pretty much. Yeah, they'll both be at 1080 at 24 frames, and all manual settings. I do manual ISO on this one. I do manual exposure. I do manual, except for what you call it, focus. I don't do manual focus. I try to do the autofocus. Autofocus is okay on this one, especially with the wide angle lens. Pretty much everything's going to be in focus, so it's not really an issue. With this one, the focus is a little slow, but there are ways around it. So it's not really a buzzkill for it. But yeah, anyways, I'm rambling, so let's get today started. Got some errands to do. Okay, so now I'm recording on the Canon G7X Mark II. About the same length away. I have it more down than up, anyways. But this is what the image looks like. I'm sitting here in the post office. I can drop off something, so I'm sitting here. I decided to do this before I take off. But yeah, same thing on the G7X. Everything's manual setting. I have control of the shutter speed, the ISO, the aperture. Another thing, also, I have variable ND filters on both the G7X and the Canon. So what I mean by that is a little filter. So see, it's kind of bright out here. What I can do is turn this little filter, and it gets darker. See, I can turn it to its widest opening, or I can take it off and it gets a little bit brighter because it does darken a little bit. Another thing too with this G7X is that it has a built-in ND filter, which, let me see if I can turn it on while I'm recording. Hold on. No, I can't turn it on while recording, so let me stop and then I'll turn it on. Hold on. Okay, so now the built-in ND filter is on, along with the ND filter I have on there. And the ND filter I have on there is completely open to its widest opening, so it lets in the most light. So this is how it looks with that. It's a little too dark, so I usually turn it on mostly if I'm like stepping outside, but since I'm in the car, I don't really need it. But outside, usually I'll turn it on and it does pretty good. The thing is, this is the built-in mic on there because it doesn't have external audio. So the audio may sound better, of course, obviously on the T6I because they have the external mic on there. But I'm rambling, so let's continue to see what else we can compare. Now I gotta get wifey her lunch. Hold on.
Hi, take order?
Yes, can I get the number one? Can I get the brisket extra lean?
Extra lean, anything else?
Yeah, the tea, can you make it half tea, half lemonade? Half sweet tea, half lemonade?
Anything else for you? Any brownies or jalapenos?
Jalapenos.
Any pickles and onions?
Yeah, pickles, onions, fine.
What
And,
would you like?
and I can also get a small portion of the cream corn.
Anything else?
She loves that cream corn. No, that'll be all.
Alright, it came out to $10.92 for a number one extra lean with a half and half tea. You have it with one jalapeno, pickles and onions, and a portion of cream corn.
Yes.
Alright, thank you.
Thank you. And that is what my wife likes from Bill Miller's, from what I can remember. She's my little fat girl. Quick side note. If you see me vlogging or in the video at any time today or any time at all ever with the image this wide where you can see this much of me in any shot, then that's a little dark. Anyways, if you see it this wide, then I'm shooting with my Canon, the T6I. the 1080T. Just for future reference. All right, so dropped off the lunch to wife here at work. That's the building. And I'm going to head out to my mom's house so I can go with her and my niece to go have lunch with my sister, because my sister's at work. So she's at the mall, so we'll probably end up, I guess, eating something there. But yeah. So one other thing is, too, like you said, the difference between this one being so big, the T6I, versus this one being so small. We go to a place like the mall, I don't have to take this one down. I can take this one down, and it won't look so crazy. It won't draw so much attention. One other thing is also, this camera doesn't have image stabilization, but the lenses do. This lens does. So it works pretty good with just being the lens. The only thing is, with me, I walk fast and I have a very heavy step, so you still might get some movement in there. That's my fault. But the G7X does have image stabilization built in, and this works pretty good. Another thing I noticed too, that it's kind of sensitive, so if you like shake it, or if it has like if there's like a budge or something that knocks it kind of hard, the image will kind of it'll kind of like blur and fuzz because of the sensor moving. But it's other than that, it works freaking awesome. So let's head out. So at this point, can I really say which camera is better than the other? No, I don't think at any point you can really say which camera is better than the other. I think all cameras have their pros and cons. It also depends on what you want to do with the camera when you get a camera, what you're looking for in a camera. I mean, if you're starting off on YouTube to do vlogs like I do, or to do tech reviews or do anything, you're going to need a camera to be on YouTube regardless of what kind of camera it is. You need something to film with. The T6I, I think, is a great and awesome beginner camera. It's an entry-level DSLR. It's a 24 megapixel sensor. It's APS-C size sensor. So it's not the best at low light, but I mean, you can get around that with some good, low light glass. Invest in the glass, not the body. Especially for photography. T6I, like I said, is a great entry-level DSLR. It's a good size megapixel 24, and then like I said, just invest in good, clean glass, and your images will come out really, really well. I have been very impressed and happy with this camera. Like I said, between the T6I and the G7X Mark II, you can compare them and compare and contrast all day long, but it all depends on what you want. Like I said, I'm a vlogger, so like I said, doing things like this, or being somewhere like in the car when I need a wider angle, or somewhere tight, or at home, yeah, I can do this. I used to carry this around the mall, so everybody's like, what the fuck? And it's a little more cumbersome. That's why I invested in this one. Now, granted, the T6I has interchangeable lenses. This one doesn't. But what I like about the G7X is that the focal length is pretty much, I think, like a 24 millimeter equivalent, if I'm not mistaken. You got it? Alright. Whoa, I ran into my mom. Anyways, my mom here and my niece are at the mall. And again, like I was saying, even though this camera is I believe a 24 millimeter equivalent, and it does zoom, so it'll be like a 24 to 70. It's a fixed lens. It's not like the T6I where you can change the lenses out and stuff like that, but it does have a 1.8 aperture, so it does really good in low light. And again, I can take it around a lot easier than taking around my other camera, like here at the mall. So I can just throw this bad boy in my pocket. So I was going to demonstrate the low light capabilities here now that we're eating in Chili's, but we ended up getting a really good spot by a big ass window, so I actually have enough light. So we'll do the low light thing later. So lunch was good. Had lunch with my madre here. So this is the time where, like, when you're in the car and you need something really, really wide, where this you can use the camera like this one here with the wide angle lens, because I have it like not even maybe a foot away from me, and I can get my mom in the shot while she's driving, and me in the shot also. Like I said, it sounds better because I have the mic on there. Now, granted, the G7X with the built-in mic, it sounds good. And the good thing about it is that it picks up a lot of sound, pretty much anywhere. So they're gonna hear your voice when you're using it, especially in a vlogging situation, since the camera's not that far from you to begin with. Now, it is actually really loud when you go into post and you're trying to edit. You're gonna want to lower the volume down so you're not peaking your levels. So bring it down to where it'll actually sound normal and sound better. So just bring the levels down, and you'll be a-okay. Another thing that helps is to turn the wind filter and the attenuator off on the camera. Also, if you buy little fur sticky wind jammers to put on top of microphones, it helps dub some of the noise down and the voice down, and it kind of helps lower that peaking also. But yeah, like I said, something like this, super wide. I can pretty much, if I had everybody in the car, I can get everybody in the car. Except this one, because she's crashed out. So yeah, now we're going from South Park Mall to North Star Mall, because I gotta go get something, and I'll show y'all in a little while. Okay, so I'm gonna head back on because it's getting hot. Anyways, ran into North Star real quick. Stopped at like a few places, Mom, and it was fucking busy in there. Anywho, ran in. I got my AirPods, and they were the last ones that they had in stock. Thank God, I got there just in time. They're like, "We have one. It shows we have one. Let me double check." I was okay, and I said they sure did. So I stood right in one spot, brought them out to me, and paid for them, got the hell out of there. So, but yeah. So now I'm gonna pair them with my phone and use them. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, Sonic. We're going to Sonic. That's right. Alrighty. Anywho, just got back to my mom's house, and now I'm taking off again, but only because I'm gonna head up the road over yonder to I took my sunglasses off because it's starting to get a little dark out here. I was inside, and yeah. So anyways, as you can tell, I'm using my Canon again. Yeah, but I'm gonna get over here towards this other side, on the other side of the neighborhood where the pool's at, and I'm gonna fly my drone over here just to get a different shot, just a different aerial view, a different area of the neighborhood, since I'm always getting one over here by the golf course and over my mom's house. So I figured I'd try on the other side of the neighborhood and see what I can get over there. So we'll see how that comes out. So the one thing I really like also about this G7X is that, like I said, it has that 1.8 aperture, so you can get that shallow depth of field, which is great, which looks good. It's aesthetically pleasing to the eye. How I'm in focus, everything kind of in the background's kind of defocused, and a lot of times you can only get that on a DSLR if you have a lens that's fast enough that has a 1.8 aperture, which can be pricey. And of course the screen flips up and all that goodness. And again, like I said, you can mess. If it's too bright, I recommend getting one of those ND filters. See how it turns darker and brighter, and that's it. Oh, I gotta turn my controller off here. Sorry, it's flying the drone. But yeah, I'd highly recommend either one to start off with. Just get one and start doing what you need to do, like I said. So, and I'm gonna jump to the T6I here, continue talking and end it there. I'm not, like I said, it all depends on, like I said, what you're looking for. I can recommend either one. I like to use both of them when I have little sit downs. I'll use this one probably more now than doing sit downs, or if I need a little bit tighter space, then maybe if I need a wider angle or something. But most part, I'm going to be using the G7X as my main vlog camera, just because it's easy to take everywhere with me. I put it in my pocket. It does good at low light. Like I said, I think for me, in my opinion, the only downfall on the G7X is that, like I said, the external microphone, you don't have any input. But what do you expect? It's, you know, and it's a point and shoot style. I mean, I wouldn't expect them to have a microphone jack or anything on there. But like I said, it picks up audio really, really good as far as being loud. And that's something you can always work with in post. Just bring the audio levels down and put a windscreen over it, and it'll help out a lot. So, yeah, if I have any other questions or comments, if you like the video, enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know if you have any other questions on either or camera, the T6I or the G7X, and I will get back to you quickly as possible. So, other than that, that's pretty much my review for these cameras, or for this camera, and the other one. Let's see what else. As far as, like I said, the low light, the G7X will win versus this one, unless you have a faster lens for the T6I. But like I said, the G7X has a 1.8 aperture, so it does pretty good. If you look at one of my other videos, I think there was something where I had the low light in it. One of my other videos I did, I think with Carlos, when we're playing pool and stuff like that. Go look at that one, and you'll find out. So, other than that, I will talk to y'all next time. Enjoy the aerial footage. Peace out. Deuces.
Hold on, I've never seen this place, and all I know is changing right in front of me. So far, you're the only thing I know.